Prihatin Rakyat Financial Aid fast-tracked. 409 facilities gazetted as COVID-19 quarantine centres. Good evening, thanks for joining us. You're watching News on 2. I'm Jessica Lee. Now, Malaysia has recorded 150 new cases of COVID-19 as at noon today, bringing the tally of cases to 3,483. Of the 150 cases, 80 of them were from the Sri Petaling Public Gathering cluster. According to Health Director General Datuk Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah, there were 88 recovered COVID-19 patients discharged, bringing the total to 915 cases, or 26.27% of the total number of cases recorded in Malaysia. Datuk Dr. Noor Hisham also announced that 4 more patients died in the past 24 hours, bringing the total of COVID-19 deaths in Malaysia to 57, or 1.64% of the total number of cases.
Daripada maklumat terkini yang dilaporkan ke CPRC Kebangsaan, di duka cita dimaklumkan bahawa sehingga kini terdapat pertambahan 4 kes lagi kematian berkaitan dengan jangkitan COVID-19. Justru jumlah kumulatif kes kematian COVID-19 di Malaysia adalah sebanyak 57 kes, iaitu bersamaan dengan 1.64% daripada jumlah keseluruhan kes.
The Health Director General added that currently a total of 99 patients were being treated in the intensive care unit, or ICU, with 50 of them placed under ventilator support. And here's some good news. The Bantuan Prihatin Rakyat, or BPN, financial aid disbursement for Malaysians affected by the COVID-19 pandemic and the Movement Control Order, MCO, will be made starting this Monday instead of the end of April. Now, Finance Minister Tengku Datuk Sri Zafrul Tengku Abdul Aziz said the expedited payout has been made possible by cooperation among all parties involved, especially the Inland Revenue Board and Bank Simpanan Nasional, BSN. In a statement today, the minister said the first phase of payments totaling 5.63 billion ringgit will be made in stages to 8.3 million recipients under 4 categories. The 4 categories are B40 with household income of 4,000 ringgit and below, B40 bachelor with income of 2,000 ringgit and below, M40 with household income of between 4,001 and 8,000 ringgit, and M40 bachelor with household income of between 2,000 and 4,000 ringgit. Meanwhile, the minister has advised the public to be wary of scammers who have become more daring in taking advantage of the current difficult situation to cheat those truly in need of Prihatin assistance. The Finance Minister also reminded recipients to refer only to official sources and abstain from giving out information to unknown parties. Now, the proposal to defer the repayment of housing loans through the Public Sector Housing Financing Board, or LPPSA, will be discussed during the Cabinet meeting next Wednesday. Finance Minister Tengku Datuk Sri Zafrul Tengku Abdul Aziz says any decision on it will only be announced after the meeting. According to Tengku Datuk Sri Zafrul, other proposals that cropped up during the MCO period will also be discussed at the meeting.
Semua cadangan akan dipertimbangkan oleh Kementerian Kewangan dan juga kementerian-kementerian dan agensi yang berkaitan. Ya, jadi tunggulah pengumuman kalau ada mengenai ini. Tapi perbincangan akan dalam kabinet insya-Allah minggu depan. Jadi kita tunggulah lepas perbincangan kabinet. Ya. Insya-Allah. Ya, semua ada banyak cadangan, tapi kita akan bincang cadangan-cadangan yang boleh membantulah. Ya.
QPEX and UMNO Youth had last week called for a 6-month deferment to civil servants for housing loans under LPPSA to ease their burden as they cope with the challenges of COVID-19. Now, once Malaysia opens all 409 quarantine centres across the country, over 40,000 people can be quarantined at the same time. Senior Minister Security Datuk Sri Ismail Sabri Yaakob said Malaysia currently has opened 90 quarantine centres across the country, while a total of 4,933 Malaysians are now undergoing mandatory quarantine to prevent the outbreak of COVID-19. In his daily media conference in Putrajaya, the senior minister said the number included 1,888 individuals sent to quarantine centres yesterday on the first day of the enforcement of a new rule requiring all Malaysians returning from abroad to be isolated at centralised facilities for 14 days.
Kita dimaklumkan kita boleh menempatkan hampir 40,000 rakyat kita untuk di kuarantin dalam satu masa. Cukup. Lebih daripada mencukupi. Seperti saya sebut tadi, kita baru 4,000 lebih yang di kuarantin sejak daripada awal lagi. Setakat ini masih banyak lagi tempat yang boleh digunakan.
Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri also said passengers en route to Sabah and Sarawak who arrived in KLIA but do not have onward tickets or have to wait a few days for their connecting flights will also be put in Kuala Lumpur and Selangor quarantine centres.
Individu yang melakukan
Now, on another matter, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri said the number of individuals arrested for breaching the rules under the Movement Control Order, or MCO, has decreased by 21.18% yesterday. He said that only 413 individuals were arrested yesterday compared to 524 individuals on the previous day. The senior minister also said that stringent enforcement against those defying the MCO seems to be working.
Seramai 380 direman dan 33 dijamin. Dan seramai 362 individu telah pun dituduh di mahkamah. Yang ingin saya jelaskan seperti semalam, iaitu terdapat penurunan dari segi jumlah tangkapan. Dan saya harap trend ini berterusan. Dan seperti saya sebutkan tadi bahawa ianya mungkin boleh dianggap sebagai gambaran bahawa pematuhan semakin meningkat.
Commenting further, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri said the police and the army have activated 731 roadblocks and inspected 426,764 vehicles, as well as conducted 26,202 spot checks at several premises nationwide yesterday. Meanwhile, Johor Police have arrested 59 individuals for defying the MCO, making the total number of arrests related to the MCO violations in the state to 792. Johor Police Chief Dato' Ayub Khan Maidin Piche in a statement said so far 189 individuals have been charged in court for defying the MCO. They were investigated under sections 186 and 270 of the Penal Code, as well as section 22B of the Prevention and Control of Infectious Diseases Act 1988. In Pulau Pinang, another 50 individuals were charged in the Butterworth Sessions and Magistrates Courts for violating the MCO. Now, all the accused pleaded guilty when the charges were read before Judge Nur Aini Yusof and Magistrate M. Kalayai Rasi. The accused were fined 1,000 ringgit each by the courts in default of 1 month's jail for failing to adhere to the MCO. The accused, aged between 20 and 50, were arrested for socializing, fishing, and others. They were charged under Rule 3, Subsection 1 of the Prevention and Control of Infectious Disease Measures within the Infected Local Areas Regulations 2020. Now, in Langkawi, a man was arrested for producing defamatory and insulting statement towards the police on his Facebook page. The 51-year-old suspect was arrested in Padang Matsirat, Langkawi at 3:10 p.m. yesterday. Langkawi Police Chief Superintendent Muhammad Iqbal Ibrahim said the suspect uploaded a picture of several police personnel hanging out at a stall in Pantai Chenang. He said the post was baseless because when the picture was taken, the police personnel were resting after the scene after patrolling the area for 3 hours. The suspect had also violated the MCO by being present in the area without any valid reason. The suspect was arrested under Section 2331A of the Communications and Multimedia Act 1998, Section 500 of the Penal Code, Section 14 of the Minor Offences Act 1955, and Regulation 7.1 of the Prevention and Control of Infectious Diseases Measures within the Infected Local Areas Regulations 2020. The Bukit Aman Commercial Crime Investigation Department, or CCID, has received 556 police reports related to online face mask scams until yesterday. Its director, Datuk Sri Muhammad Zakaria Ahmad, said the scams resulted in losses amounting to 4.2 million ringgit. Muhammad Zakaria says so far 39 suspects comprising 29 men and 10 women aged between 21 and 45 have been arrested. He also said that 22 of the suspects have been charged under Section 420 of the Penal Code.
Kita tentang kaedah bagaimana penipuan itu berjalan melalui Facebook 401 kes, ya, melalui WhatsApp 65 kes, mudah.my 27 kes, WeChat 16 kes, Instagram 16 kes, Shopee 10 kes, telefon bimbit komunikasi biasa sebanyak 8 kes, Corzel 5 kes, melalui Google 5 kes, and then yang berjumpa muka ni 3 kes.
Datuk Sri Muhammad Zakaria added that Kuala Lumpur recorded the highest number of losses of 1.45 million ringgit, followed by Selangor with 900,000 ringgit and Pulau Pinang with 400,000 ringgit. He also urged the public to verify information on CCID's Semak Mula portal before making any transaction to avoid from being scammed. Now, on another matter, Datuk Sri Muhammad Zakaria also urged the public to be cautious of the dissemination of fake messages and news relating to the Bantuan Prihatin Nasional, or BPN, and Employees Provident Fund, or EPF. Now, he said these scammers are posing as agents to distribute aid by sending random text messages to the public and asking for their personal details. Datuk Sri Muhammad Zakaria said the CCID Cybercrime Division is tracking down those who sent the scam messages.
Perkara ini walaupun daripada pemantauan pihak polis tidak ada lagi orang-orang yang tertipu setakat ini, tetapi kita berharap semua warga masyarakat, terutamanya mereka-mereka yang bakal menerima bantuan ini, supaya berhati-hati dan tidak berurusan dengan pihak-pihak yang tidak bertanggungjawab ini, tidak berurusan dengan individu-individu ataupun mereka-mereka yang mengatakan mewakili daripada kelompok-kelompok ataupun persatuan-persatuan dan sebagainya, supaya mereka ini tidak tertipu.
He also reminded the public to never reveal their personal or financial details to any unauthorized person, especially during the movement control order. Now, realizing the difficulties our medical frontliners are facing, especially during the second phase of the Movement Control Order, MCO, the Malaysian Red Crescent Society, MRCS, is leading the way by producing and donating 30,000 face shields. According to its National Treasurer, Hakim Hamzah, the initiative to produce the personal protective equipment, or PPE, also had the cooperation of the Prisons Department.
Sebelum masa wabak COVID-19 ini mula meningkat, kita telah bersyukur kerana kita beruntung kerana salah seorang ahli lembaga Bulan Sabit Merah Malaysia adalah juga ketua bahagian kecemasan di Hospital Selayang, Datuk Dr. Alwi, yang telah mengambil inisiatif untuk melatih ahli-ahli kami. So kami telah sempat mengadakan latihan di utara, di Kedah, di Kuala Lumpur, di tengah dan juga di Johor Bahru, di selatan. Dan sebanyak kira-kira 175 orang ahli telah kami latih untuk bagaimana teknik-teknik untuk menangani mangsa-mangsa ataupun pesakit-pesakit COVID-19 ini.
Speaking as a guest of RTM Selamat Pagi Malaysia in Angkasa Puri, Hakim said due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many of his regular activities have revolved around the issue. He, however, said that MRCS will still continue with its usual activities, including its blood donation drive, especially in Kelantan, Perak, Kedah and Sarawak. Coming up, TV Pendidikan to begin Monday on RTM. Now, TV Pendidikan or educational TV program will be aired beginning this Monday on TVOK, one of Radio Television Malaysia's or RTM's channels. In its statement today, the Ministry of Education said for starters, the program would run for 2 hours daily from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. during the implementation of the Movement Control Order or MCO. Said TV Pendidikan is introduced to enable pupils to gain access to learning materials through alternative platforms, especially during the MCO. The ministry said TV Pendidikan, introduced in collaboration with the Ministry of Communications and Multimedia, is an addition to the Edu Web TV that is currently implemented by the ministry via web streaming. The schedule of the program is listed on the ministry's official website at www.moe.gov.my and its social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Kem Pendidikan. For those with internet access, the program can be viewed via www.myclick.rtm.gov.my. Now, the closing date for applications to enroll in public universities, teachers' education institutes, matriculation colleges, polytechnics, community colleges and public skills training institutes has been extended from 7th of April to 17th of April. In a statement today, the Higher Education Ministry said that the deadline for applicants to purchase the unique ID number at Bank Simpanan Nasional BSN is on 16th of April. SPM leavers can check their application status on the 3rd of June, while for STPM leavers or those with equivalent qualifications, the results will be made available on 18th of August. For further inquiries, visit UPU's Facebook page or watch Facebook Live, which is held daily until 14th of April from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Now, a freight train with 43 fully loaded cars has derailed at Tanjung Malim station this morning. However, no casualty was reported. Kereta Api Tanah Melayu Berhad or KTMB Chief Executive Officer Datuk Kamaruzzaman Zainal said the incident occurred at 6:55 a.m. when the train was travelling from Port Klang to Ipoh. In a statement today, Datuk Kamaruzzaman said the train was carrying, among others, textiles and engineering equipment, adding that the derailment had obstructed one of the rail tracks. He said works to move derailed cars to a safer location are in progress and the incident did not affect passenger train services. The statement also said that investigation is underway to determine the cause of the derailment. Now, the status of the 2020 Malaysia Motorcycle Grand Prix or Malaysian GP at Sepang Circuit, scheduled for November, has yet to be decided. Sepang International Circuit Syndrome Berhad or SIC Chief Executive Officer Datuk Razlan Razali said it was due to the current development of COVID-19 pandemic worldwide, which made it difficult for MotoGP race rights holder Dorna Sports in amending the race affected by the outbreak. Datuk Razlan noted that from the discussion with Dorna Sports, the 2020 season races could be held as early as August if COVID-19 is successfully brought under control. According to him, Dorna Sports did not rule out the possibility of introducing a two-race weekend format with the aim of reducing the time frame to complete the race calendar for the season if it continues in August. The first three races of the 2020 World Motorcycle Grand Prix, namely the Qatar GP, the Spanish GP and the French GP, had to be postponed due to COVID-19. Meanwhile, Datuk Razlan acknowledged that the increasing number of COVID-19 infections globally and the postponement of several races. The Malaysian Football League, MFL, has decided to carry out staff salary reductions between 10 and 20% beginning this month if the movement control order scheduled to end on the 14th of April is extended. MFL Chief Executive Officer Dato' Abdul Ghani Hassan said the decision was made at a Board of Directors meeting chaired by President Dato' Hamidin Mohamad Amin. According to Dato' Abdul, the decision was made as part of the cost-saving measures after the board taking into account the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the global economy. He said it is a difficult decision to carry out, but MFL believes it is the best move in its efforts to continue to look after the welfare of its staff. MFL also believes that all of its staff will understand the decision and remain with MFL during this difficult time for the sake of Malaysian football. And that's it from us this evening. In our top story, Prihatin Rakyat Financial Aid fast-tracked. First payment now set for Monday. Now, don't forget to wash your hands regularly, practice social distancing, and most of all, let's adhere to the movement control order and just stay at home. Now, join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. I beg your pardon, join us again at 7 tomorrow evening. I'm Jessica Lee. Stay tuned to TV2.